You are listening to Left Brain.
Chemical reactions and market frictions where atoms collide and arguments ignite. It's brains meet banter, logic meets combustion. Get ready to spark ideas, break bonds, maybe a few economic models along the way. Listen to the conversation of two girls bringing a rare combination together.
Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Left Brain.
Today, things are about to get spicy. We're diving into a conversation that might just split the room: economics versus chemistry. Here we have Adra, a sharp-witted economics student who thrives on decoding the elegant chaos of markets.
We have Shekina, a devotee of chemistry with a curiosity for molecular mysteries. Which one explains the world better?
I say it's all atoms. If there's no material, nothing to sell, no production, the world will end.
I say money makes the world go round. Supply, demand, all the inflation drama. Without money, how will you get your materials?
Without chemistry, how would your favorite snacks be made? Okay, we both have a point, whether it's prices or chips going stale.
Exactly, and that's where economics starts. All serious and fancy. Supply, demand, opportunity cost. You know the drill.
Wait, opportunity cost? Is that like when I gave up my favorite dress just to get another cheaper one?
Spot on. The dress you didn't buy, that's your opportunity cost. Cause your budget's limited, so you had to choose.
Now it makes sense. So every time I give up on one snack to buy another, I'm doing economic stuff. Oh my god. Not again.
I promise this isn't gonna be boring. I bet you're an economist yourself.
Me? An economist? The word itself sounds boring, like homework. Just people with suit and tie, yelling stocks probably. Ugh.
It's not like that. Just think again.
And the other day, we went on a trip and I had 150 rupees for snacks. But I got to buy only fewer snacks than I expected. What about that? That's opportunity cost as well.
Yeah, could be. If you had sacrificed another snack for the one that you want. But it's more about scarcity and inflation.
Inflation. Chips cost more these days and for lesser quantity.
Yep, almost like there's only air in it.
Yeah, true. But the air filled is nitrogen to keep your chips fresh with that crunch. Did you know that?
Whoa, nitrogen? I didn't know that. So it's like a protecting bubble?
Yes, exactly.
Then I'm disappointed at how few chips a whole bag of nitrogen is protecting. Yeah, then the price increasing is called shrinkflation.
That's sneaky.
Yes, directly rising prices would obviously scare off buyers, so they first add the price, then say it's 25% more, but with the same quantity.
That's a marketing trick, but evil. If there is much inflation and people can't afford product, why don't they just print more money?
Well, printing more money would worsen the case.
But how?
Imagine our school cafeteria has 10 brownies, and each one costs 10 rupees. And if I give students more money, what would happen? Money will lose its value because it's now in abundance.
Guess everyone's gonna fight and make a whole mess.
True. Demand increases. Now to reduce demand, prices will be increased to lessen the competition.
So there's now more inflation? Guess you can never escape this inflation.
Yes, prices are rising. But wait, even companies have to find their customers to beat their competitors. That's why you see discounts, sales, and weekend price drops.
Oh god, economics. You know what, Adra? I agree. Economics is fascinating. But it's hilarious how we're talking about value and behavior. Because that's exactly what chemistry explains too, just at the atomic level. You study how people and markets react. I study how atoms and molecules react. So if economics explains how the world runs, chemistry explains how the world exists.
Chemistry? Again? Why does everyone act like it's so important? It's just a bunch of formulas, all the weird symbols. I don't like it.
Hey, I get it. It can seem confusing at first, but you're surrounded by chemistry every single day, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Everything is chemistry. So what? I still don't get how balancing an equation is going to help me in life.
Okay, fair. Let's keep the textbooks for a second. Do you enjoy cooking?
Obviously, I make the best pasta.
Then congratulations, you're doing chemistry. Boiling water, emulsifying sauces, caramelizing onions, all chemical reactions. Without chemistry, your pasta would be mush.
That's weirdly true. Still, that doesn't mean I have to like chemistry.
Hold on, do you like coffee?
Obviously, my life runs on it.
Then you already appreciate chemistry. The aroma, the taste, even the caffeine kick. That's chemical magic. You're enjoying the results of dozens of reactions with every sip.
You're right. But still, it's not like I need to know why coffee works to enjoy it.
Touché. But wouldn't you say understanding something deepens your appreciation for it? Chemistry gives you the X-ray vision. It shows you what's really happening beneath the surface.
Maybe, but it still feels intimidating.
That's because you've only met chemistry in textbooks. Meet it in real life and it's a different story. Glow sticks glowing, fireworks bursting in color, perfume, soap, medicines, all chemistry.
Wait, perfume? You mean scent design is chemistry?
Absolutely. And not just perfume, flavor chemistry, color science and art, even how your emotions link to hormones. It's the most human of the sciences.
Okay, I was kind of sold at the color science. Go on.
You love patterns, right? Chemistry is patterns, just microscopic. It's the puzzle of the universe, and every reaction is a little story of bonds breaking, new things forming, energy changing shape.
You make it sound like chemistry has drama, emotional atoms and all.
Exactly, you got the point. It's the ultimate reality show just on a molecular stage. Chemistry is a fundamental and natural science.
And economics is a social science. We study how people make decisions, especially when there aren't enough resources.
Chemistry is where magic meets logic. It's about turning boring into bonding since the Big Bang.
You know, just like chemistry, economics includes bonding because it's all about people connecting, trusting each other to trade, share, and even working together.
I like that. And hey, both of us care about balance, right? I balance chemical equations.
And I balance budgets.
Yeah? Try balancing a redox reaction before you talk about balancing a budget. I work with atoms, literally the building blocks of life.
I work with markets, the building blocks of civilization. How we trade, work, and consume, that's real power.
Okay, but let's be real. When your phone battery dies, you thank chemistry. When we stream our podcast, that's lithium doing its job.
True, but did you know your phone has its own mini economy? The banking apps, social platforms, online shopping, those are all economic systems. So, economics runs the world.
And chemistry builds it, and that's why we need both.
So, after all that back and forth, what's the final verdict?
Honestly, I don't think we need a winner. Chemistry and economics are like the left and right brain of the world. One explains how things exist, the other explains why we make the choices we do.
Exactly. One's got atoms and molecules, the other's got money and markets. And both of them are shaping our lives more than we realize.
So whether you're brewing coffee or budgeting for it,
You're doing science and economics. Thanks for sticking with us through our nerdy showdown.
Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning. This is Shakina.
And Ardra, bye!
You are listening to The Left Brain, a podcast by the students of SRMPS.